Hi everyone, welcome to Friday Sews, and today I'm going to talk through my June sewing plans, which I was kind of thinking about when I was on holiday, and they kind of keep changing, but I think I'm there or nearly there, and yeah, I just thought I'd share them with you today. So I'm wearing a white knit t-shirt with a skirt that I adjusted from a dress. I'll pop a little picture in of that. And on Sunday, I have got some fabrics to share, and that's within my last few days of me made May. So please come back for that on Sunday. So yeah, let's get into it. What am I thinking of for June? I feel like for me, June is a month where I've not got any like events that I want to make anything for, no trips that I'm making anything for. So I can have a bit of a play, like a bit of an exploration sort of a month. And that's what I'm going to do. So there's two fabrics that I'm going to share with you pretty quickly. I'm not going to tell you which patterns they are because they're coming up next Friday and Sunday. But I do have a project in mind for this pink double gauze, so come back and see it then. And yeah, that's a little collab that I'm doing next Friday, so check that out. And then I was gifted this beautiful Fabric Godmother fabric, which is reversible, which is still available in a couple of different colorways. It's like a quilted gauze. It's stunning, and I was gifted that by Vicky. So I've got something else coming up next Sunday, the 8th of June, which I'm using this for. Fingers crossed I've got enough. I'm going to cut that out today, and if I haven't got enough, I can order some more just for what I need. But it is gorgeous. Thank you, Vicky. Love it a lot. Okay, so nitty gritty of plans. I have made more in May than I intended to, because when I was on the sewing weekender I made another two of this, a floral one and a Nell t-shirt dress, which if you haven't checked that out, please check out my sewing weekender vlog that I shared last Tuesday. And but I didn't get finished the pink chambray dress that I'm going to do the pintocks in on my cover stitch machine. I had a chat with Katie from Baby Lock because there's no time scale on it from her point of view. I'm doing a blog post about it, but I didn't want to rush it before I went away, so I've got more time to spend on that, and I'm hoping to get on with that, fingers crossed, over the next week or so. It's just a bit of a not a hack, but a bit of a trial. I'm playing around with that one, so yeah, I think I'll do a full video about that and you can see what I go through. Okay, so make number one has popped in and out of my head for a few years, and it is the Friday Pattern Company patina blouse with the higher up neckline than the very low one. And I do really want to make this. I've got a bit of a vision of making it, but then adding a dress on as well. I think it would look quite nice with like a gathered skirt on. I'm sure somebody's hacked that before. But I'm going to make it in a blouse, and I'm going to do it short sleeved because of the time of year, but I might need to just lengthen that, so I'll extend those pattern pieces out a little bit. I've got a pattern ready to cut out that I've had for so long it's ridiculous, but it's time to get this out. And when I say it to you, it's like I'm really committing to it. So it's like a contract, which sometimes I keep and sometimes I don't. Now this fabric here is a Minerva exclusive that was gifted to me when I was in my Dressmaker's Closet brand ambassador role, which is something I've chosen to step away from. Jane's not producing any patterns while she's doing the renovation on a house, and because of my work that I'm doing alongside Sew Over It and Baby Lock, I just felt like that I had too much on. But this was gifted from Minerva, ready for a pattern that was going to be launched and then didn't because Jane tragically had a change in circumstances. So I thought, I'm sure I've got 2 meters of this. I need to double check and measure it. If I do, I should have enough to do that in this. Now Judith, when we were away, was sewing buttons on her patina blouse and it was gorgeous. She'd done it in a cotton lawn, I think, and it made me think, yeah, why haven't I done it? I don't know why, it just keeps slipping away. So I've got lots of plain coloured, well, not lots of, but I've got the green ones, which, would it go with green? Oh, I don't know actually. But I've got some blue ones that I made, and I've got a denim skirt, and anyway, I don't care, I just want to get on and make it. I mean, I might have Oh, see, this is what happens when I talk to all of you. I'm like thinking, should I just make it and put the skirt on and do the dress that I'm thinking of? Oh, I'm torn now. Let me glide over here, because I have got this viscose that I got in boys' stores at Scarborough, which I've seen in a couple of boys' stores, and I've definitely got enough of this to make the blouse and the skirt. Right, decision made. That's going back in the stash after I've told you that lengthy tail, and this one is coming out. Now, I think I got this for about £5 a metre, and it wasn't obviously expensive, but it's not one of my Lady McElroy ones that I got from boys. So I think that's still fairly summer seasonal, isn't it? Anyway, I don't care. Decision made. That needs to, I'm really working on my stash, guys. You'll be so impressed. I was told of a 50% off closing down sale yesterday, and I glanced and no, I didn't order. You might think, no, you should support the small business, but I'm supporting my own small business because I need to get rid of some of this fabric ready for the rag market visit. What do we think? I'll need to update my stash up and change those over. Yeah, because I can try it on as a shirt. I'll probably do it the length of the shirt so I can see what the fit's like, and then I'll just shorten it and do it as a dress. Deal done. Okay. So the next one is a fabric that you've seen me in before. I'll pop a picture in, that I've got some, I'm sure there's some wear-o pants that I made last year. This was from Fleur et Hours. Kaylee's summer drop of fabric, by the time you see this on Friday, is out, so go check out those stunning fabrics. I'm her summer person, and I've got a little meeting with her online next week. I can't wait to talk about what fabric and pattern and things like that I'm going to do. So I did buy enough of this to do a cord set, but I kind of chickened out of it last year. Well, my life was different last year. I was working differently. I've preferred to wear dresses at work, but I am wearing the pants a lot, and I thought, I've not got enough to make a dress, and I really I love the pants. I wore them, I think I wore them to travel on holiday and back, so I'm going to make a shirt. So I was chatting to the girls when we were at our sewcation at the weekend, sewing weekend, about what pattern, because my first thought I've made before was the Zadie blouse by Sew Over It. Now I've made the very long length, but I don't want it as long as this, and I think that's what stopped me last year. I have got some shirts that are this length, and I've been wearing them around the pool, wearing them as like an over jacket sort of thing, so it'll be somewhere in between them. But then I had another idea. I've not got the pattern here to share, but the I'll put up a picture in, the Friday Pattern Company Butano button-up shirt, which has a collar stand and a collar, and my friend did a beautiful version of that at the weekend in a denim chambray from Jenny Stitches, and Hayley had her Levi shirt with her, so Lynn kind of copied the placement of the label. The detail was just beautiful. Now that's got things like little loops under the collar for you to put a tie on. I wouldn't put that on because I definitely wouldn't be putting a tie on. It's got the little hanging loop at the back because it's very much like we were saying, like a cowboy traditional denim shirt. So I wouldn't put those bits on, and I would do it short sleeved. But actually, it was stunning, absolutely stunning. I'll put another picture in here. I did share it on that vlog. So that's kind of in my running, but I need to get it reprinted in the size that I'm in. So I am edging more towards that, so that could be a thing very soonish, maybe a little bit later in the month. And then I've one more fabric and pattern combination to share with you. Now, I have been playing around with Magic Mock-Up, but I'm not getting the finish that I want from Stash Up on my phone, so I need to play around with that on my laptop, and I don't think I'll get that done for this vlog. But I do want to play around with it a bit more because I know people are having a lot of success with it, and it's really helping them decide what fabric choice, you know, changing the fabric and how it looks. I'm getting bits coloured in and bits not coloured in and things like that. So there's something I'm doing with my settings or something. I'm going to try it maybe on my laptop and see if it works. So last year I did make the Sew Over It Natalia dress, which I didn't do the one with the ties, I did this version here. So as you can see, it's a strapless dress. It's got elastic channels in it that brings it in, and then just the straps, but I fancy doing it with like a scrunchy strap. So it's got elastic in, but if I want to just sort of move it across my shoulders, if I'm out and about, I can. And this fabric I got maybe 2 years ago, I think, from Crafty Pie. It's not like a Crafty Pie design fabric. I did get some more. I ordered 1 metre maybe last year from Rainbow Fabrics, but actually it wasn't the same base cloth, so I passed that on to somebody else that I thought had got that. So it is this one just here, and I've got 3 meters of that, and it was sold as a viscose, but it's a viscose crepe. But I think it'll be quite nice in that dress. It's probably far more vivid in person than it's coming up on camera. It's that real pink and red combo. Woo! So I think that will look very nice with that. What do you think? I think so. So they are my main make. So what would I have there? I'd have the pink dress, this dress, a shirt, 2 other things that I'm not telling you about. That's probably enough. I don't want to set my goals too high, because I can always add other things in. And I also have, I'll grab it. So I also have this purchase that I made from Craft Yourself Italy, which is in North Shield, so it's quite near to me, but you can buy it online, which I want to do some, isn't my giraffe gorgeous? So it's a cushion or a bag, I don't know which yet, possibly a bag, I think. And you get 2 big pieces, and you get 2 of these smaller ones, which would be great for like a pocket or something like that. But I want to practice some free motion embroidery. That was what I got this for. So I will practice before I start this, but that's the other thing I want to work on throughout the month. And let me give you a little EPP update, bear with. So my English paper piece and project is something that I work on in the virtual sewing sessions. So it's not finished yet. I had a plan to use the hexes and make a bag, but then for my holidays, but then I'd spend such a long time on it to get it nice, and it's Tilda fabric, and I thought, well, I don't really want to go on holiday and have it like I was going to do a beach bag and just have it on the floor. Like that for me, that needs to be something that's like vinyl or something like that. And I already had a perfectly good beach bag that I didn't need to do anything with. So these are the hexes I've got ready. So these are 2-inch hexes. So this is Liberty fabric, and this is Tilda. I think it's from the Jubilee range or something like that. I can't remember which one I did first. And then this is the other version of it that I did. So the same Liberty in the centre, and this, and then this. So it was going to be, you can see the size of it, quite big, because obviously I would have built around it for the bag. And then I thought, now Carl was laughing because he did say, I think you'll have a quilt on the bed by the end of the year. And I said, I don't think I will. Mostly because it would take me all year and I wouldn't get it finished. But what I did do, because our bedding is all white, like most of our bedroom is white, was take these and just lie them across the bottom of the bed. So I'm going to do like like a table runner, but across the bottom of the bed. So I had to look at how much fabric of what I had left. So this is going to go in the centre, and then I'm in the middle of doing another one of this to go either side. And I've got some white blender fabric that I got to make the quilt that I didn't make 2 years ago. See, there's a theme. So this morning on Virtual, I have glued 12 more hexes, and these will go around the outside of that. So I'll start the hand sewing on that downstairs, and once I've done that, then I'll start doing some white ones, and then I've got some beige fabric to bind it with. I might do beige or I might do white, I'm not sure, it depends how much white I have left, but I'll probably do beige. And yeah, and if I've got some fabric left, or I could get some more, I might make it like a nice cushion to go on there as well. So I thought I'd just give you a little update with that, really. So let me know what you're making, what you're up to. Are you on holiday clothes? It depends which hemisphere you're in. Some guys are wrapping up and getting warm. Some of us are kind of in full summer mode. But let me know, because I don't feel like we've had a really good chat about that for quite a while. Me Made May, I love. But I feel like some of our normal banter gets lost off in the middle of all that. And of course, some of these plans might change, you know what I'm like. But yeah, I look forward to chatting with you, and I will see you really soon.